All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going to break down a match that was built for one reason, and one reason only, to find the absolute breaking point of a competitor's will and their stamina. This is a story all about endurance, strategy, and really what it truly means to win. So, first things first, what exactly is a gauntlet match? Well, think of it like survival mode, but in a wrestling ring. It's got to be one of the most punishing match types in all of WWE. Two competitors kick things off, the winner stays on, and a totally fresh opponent comes out. And that just keeps happening over and over until there's only one person left. It is a brutal marathon, not a sprint. So you might be asking, why would anyone sign up for this kind of torture? Well, here's the prize. It's basically a golden ticket for another brutal structure, the Elimination Chamber. If you win the gauntlet, you get to enter the chamber dead last. And that is a massive advantage, because you get to just sit back and watch all your opponents tear each other apart inside that steel cage before you even have to take a single step inside. Now, the hero of our story, or maybe the tragic hero, is Rhea Ripley. Talk about bad luck, she drew the absolute worst-case scenario, the #1 spot. That means to win, she would have to go through every single competitor in the match. She was literally staring down the longest, hardest road imaginable. But here's the thing about Ripley. Despite those impossible odds, her focus was just unshakable. This quote right here tells you everything you need to know about her mindset. She wasn't intimidated, not one bit. She was there to prove a point, to dominate, no matter how many people they threw at her. So, challenge #1. And it wasn't just any opponent. It was her former tag team partner, Nikki, A.S.H. So right off the bat, you're adding this deep personal rivalry on top of what's already a grueling physical test. And trust me, there was absolutely no love lost between these two. And Nikki, she came in with a smart game plan, go right after Ripley's legs, try to take away her power base. And for a little while, it was working. But Ripley just weathered the storm, found an opening, and bam, hit her devastating pump handle slam, the Riptide, for the pin. And just like that, one down. But see, that's the thing about a gauntlet. There's no time to celebrate. There's no time to even catch your breath. With Ripley still trying to recover, out comes her next challenge, Liv Morgan. And she brought a really unique and really dangerous kind of experience to the table. And this is what made Liv so different. Her advantage wasn't just about being fresh. As she points out right here, she was the only one in the entire match who knew what the inside of that elimination chamber was actually like. She knew the pain. She knew what that unforgiving steel feels like. And that, well, that made her uniquely dangerous. So just to give you a quick visual, the chamber is basically a self-contained war zone. You've got 2 people starting, and 4 others are trapped inside these pods. As the match goes on, those pods open up one by one, releasing a fresh competitor into the chaos. So yeah, being the last one in, that's how you avoid the most damage. It's absolutely critical. Liv's strategy was brilliant. I mean, really, it was. She just threw a constant flurry of quick pin attempts at Rhea, trying to drain whatever stamina she had left. But in the end, the Nightmare's raw power was just too much. She caught Liv right in midair and hit another huge Riptide. 2 down. Okay, so at this point, Rhea has been through 2 absolute wars. And now, she had to face a literal wall of power in her third opponent, the incredibly imposing Doudrop. The entire dynamic of this match was about to change. See, this was a whole new kind of test. For the first 2 matches, Ripley could rely on her strength advantage. Not anymore. Doudrop could go toe-to-toe with her, power for power. And the longer this thing went on, the more you knew it favored the fresh powerhouse. And you could just feel it. The commentators were saying it, the crowd could see it. Ripley was visibly exhausted. I mean, the wear and tear was undeniable. She was slowing down, and it really looked like the end of the road was just around the corner. But then, in just an unbelievable display of pure will, Ripley, who was running on nothing but fumes, somehow, and I mean somehow, found the strength to get the massive Doudrop up on her shoulders for a third Riptide. It was shocking, an almost unbelievable victory. 3 down. So, 3 opponents defeated. After more than half an hour of non-stop war, Ripley finally got a short break. But her final challenge, well, it was her greatest. The final boss, if you will. A 100% fresh, elite athlete in Bianca Belair. And this slide, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? This is the entire point of a gauntlet match. to create this exact scenario. On one side, you have a warrior who has been through a 32-minute battle. And on the other, you have a world-class athlete at 100%. It's the ultimate test, the freshest versus the most fatigued. Against Belair's explosive athleticism, Ripley was just running on pure instinct and heart. That's all she had left. She could barely stand, let alone compete with someone on Bianca's level. It was a classic battle of pure will versus pure energy. And you've got to give it to Ripley. She put up a truly heroic fight. She kicked out of things that should have absolutely ended the match. But in the end, that freshness advantage was it was too much to overcome. Bianca Belair got the exhausted Ripley up for her signature finisher, the KOD, and she secured the win. But here's the thing. The match was over, but the story wasn't. The real takeaway from this incredible performance was something else entirely, something that goes way beyond a simple win or loss on paper. Just look at that number for a second. 44 minutes and 4 seconds. That was Rhea Ripley's official time. To put that in perspective, she lasted longer than most championship main events, and she beat 3 elite competitors back to back to back to do it. You know, the commentary team really hit the nail on the head here. Bianca Belair, she earned the prize, no doubt. She got that strategic advantage. But Rhea Ripley, man, with her sheer grit and endurance, she earned everyone's respect. Her legendary performance is what made Bianca's victory feel so important. So, I'll just leave you with this final thought. Bianca Belair got her hand raised, she won the advantage, but who truly won the night? In a contest all about endurance and strategy and heart, sometimes the official winner isn't the only one who leaves with the victory.